The gates to the Forbidden City are opened at 8 every morning. All tourists entering from the South Gate pass through the Hall of Supreme Harmony Square. But in the past, no one could step into the square except during major state ceremonies. On the 9th, and preparations for the most important ceremony in Imperial China were underway. The Emperor's carriage, troops of musicians, and flag bearers were all in proper order. The Imperial Edict, Privy Seal, and other appurtenances of office were all in place. The propitious moment had arrived. The Minister of Rites respectfully requested Xuan Ye to ascend the throne in the Hall of Supreme Harmony. Before the Emperor was the largest interior court in the world. It had an area of more than 30, a whip to signal the start of the ceremony. The officials in the square then kneeled 3 times, each time kowtowing thrice. In fact, however, the people in the square couldn't see the Emperor in the hall. They were lined up in columns, each standing 10 meters behind the one in front. The Emperor was sitting on the throne too high to see his subjects down in the square. Everyone knew that they were engaging in a performance for heaven. When these ceremonies were held, the square could hold 100,000 people, but most of the time it was empty and silent. In 1945, the Japanese army that invaded China surrendered unconditionally. On October the 10th, a formal ceremony of surrender was held at the Hall of Supreme Harmony Square. It was the last state ceremony ever held there. All the major figures in this great historical pageant have now become history. What's left is a weathered stage on which they performed.